Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Invest Hong Kong webinar. Today, we talk about driving growth in COVID-19, the new normal from digital customer engagement to employee collaboration. As you all know, to mitigate the impact of COVID-19, many enterprises are looking for new digital solutions to help them enable colleagues to collaborate, to support marketing campaign, increase sales opportunities, and engage customers in general. So today we are very delighted to have Salesforce with us to share their lessons learned on how they help their clients and how enterprise can seize this opportunity to go digital. The speaker today is Christine Chai, a solution engineer of Salesforce. So without further ado, I pass the mic to Christine. Thank you.
So hi everyone, I'm Christine. I'm the solution engineer at Salesforce, and I'm really delighted to be here today, join at Invest Hong Kong to have this chance to talk about that our path forward together. So why the topic is our path forward together? Because we all know, like during the COVID-19, especially the pandemic, it's not just the Fortune 500 company like us, Salesforce. It's also common people like each of you, like in the events now or facing. So that's why we wanted to talk about how we all can actually deal with it together and walk together, move forward. So looking forward statements that of course that all the products, all the services we're talking about are now available. So here's the thing, like now it's around 11 a.m. I think that this morning that you guys both have a sip of a coffee, wake up, saying bye to your family, come to the office. You think every day is a repeated day, but the truth is in this world that now happening outside that we all can see that there's a public health crisis, that pandemic, and also like in Hong Kong, especially that there's a protest, and globally that now there's a Black Lives Matters movement as also. So you think that, okay, those stories, is it only happen on news or on TV only? No. You look around that we all went through the lockdown, we all went through all those travel ban. It's happening now. And it's actually anomalously not just affect our life, but also affect our business. So that's why that we, Salesforce, we also experience this and facing this difficulty. So we wanted to hold everyone's hand, walk you guys together, because it's our path forward together. So for Salesforce, in this, I would say there's no doubt that, especially the COVID-19, that this is one of the darkest times in human history. Last time we have this in Asia, it's probably SARS, but this is another level. So for Salesforce, to say, for us, our core value, it's more important than ever to show our strengths and help everyone. Why? If we take a look at our core value, the foundation of it is actually trust. So I know that we understand that for customers, when the pandemic outbreak's coming up, we already thinking of, oh, damn, the business is probably going bad. I'm scared. I don't know. I'm very scared about the situation. So that's why Salesforce at this moment, our core foundation is trust. We would like to provide a trusted platform for our customer to rely on us, because we all know that one of our value is customer success. We, Salesforce, will only made it when our customers made it. So we want to help our customer to walk through it, and that's one of the reasons why I'm here to share. So to help our customers succeed even during this darkest time, we highly leverage on innovation, because we know that when the external factor kicks in, you have lots of situation difficulty to deal with. If like you only have your issue and problem and we cannot address this, then what's the point of talking about it? So innovation is a thing that we highly leverage on, because we wanted to keep our customers stay ahead of the game, even under the circumstances. And finally, the equality. We wanted to help that not just for big enterprise, but also that all the stakeholders in the community, including that all those small, medium business, startup, or even nonprofit organization. So that's why during this pandemic time that we not just helping our enterprise keep going, but also like we wanted to give it back to the community. So if you can see that we actually collaborate with different technology. For example, like we all know that this is like a battlefield. So in the battlefield, in the war, it's better than nothing to have an ally. So we partner with Google, we partner with Apple, because we know that nowadays, probably, especially you see the news, you know that in US, you experience lots of the unemployment. People lose their job because all the business shut down. But how you're going to during this shutdown or unemployment, also like skill up your own skill set, that would be very important. That's why we cooperate with Apple and Google to have the school, and also with Amazon together, because we all know that if all the business moving online, Amazon and Salesforce together, we can provide a lot to our customer. Well, and also we want to mention like not just for the business wise, we also help local like nonprofit organization. For example, like me personally, I'm doing the pro bono project with Mother's Choice in Hong Kong. So we all know like Mother's Choice, they're actually helping those like teenage girls who get pregnant, who have nowhere to go, and after they deliver the child also have no home to stay. Mother's Choice is helping them to settle down their life, and we Salesforce helping Mother's Choice to have a better system to organize the every touch point with all those childs and teenage to provide a better and steady life. So like I say, we help for everyone. And one of the things I'm going to share today is also what Salesforce can provide business-wise to help all the customers and of course that all the community to accelerate the business. So you look at this, I think everyone is quite familiar with this ghost town. It's not like we have an advance notice like 3 months ago before the outbreak saying, oh, you know what? After 3 months, everything gonna shut down. No. We actually got the order from the news that from the government say that tomorrow there will be a lockdown. So basically that just overnight, the whole town get into the ghost town. Now, everyone is thinking that business going down. No one is going out. How am I going to do with my business? Do I have to shut down? But the truth is, well, I think this is actually stick it out like in every street or every store. Actually, the business not shutting down. We're just shutting down one channel. Because as you can see that from the slides that due to the COVID-19, our store is closed. However, phone orders with outside pickup still available. So as you can see that when everyone think the business is going down, the market is going to shut down. But the truth is, we just no one going to the brick and mortar to buy stuff. We going online. So you're still doing your food delivery, you're still doing your online shopping, and you're still watching movie on Netflix, etc. So this is still going on. A business owner who's so used to the actual on-site channel will be asking me question. So now it's work from home. Now everything is digital, especially like when customers still going out, same as my employee, because due to the safety concern, they're not going out. Are they still gonna work? How are they gonna work? And what about customer? How are they gonna reach us? So that's why every single day, especially ever since the pandemic, like you guys do, we also got lots of requests, especially my role. I'm doing solution engineer as a pre-sales. So customer come to me about not just the actual usual question about, Christine, how does a product, what kind of product you provide, blah, blah. No, they ask me difficult question like, tomorrow the business, like the on-site business channel will shut down. What is the solution you offer? So as you can see, we're listening to our customer every day. How can I create that stability? When the phase 2 kick in, how can I reopen my workplace? And also like once the workplace is reopened, how does it look like for the new normal? Well, now that, so as you can see that before, everyone knows that this is a fourth industrial revolution, things moving online for digital. So we probably already have the digital roadmap. But the thing is, now it's just under the circumstances, they force you to actually apply it like faster. So if you look at this question, hey, who led the digital transformation of your company? It's not your CEO, It's not your CIO. Nowadays, it's your COVID-19, because this one pushed you to do more digital engagement. So let's see what kind of digital engagement we can do. So previously I mentioned like the ghost town situation, right? So that's it. No one go on street. They don't go to your stores anymore. So imagine that your whole service moving from the actual on-site channel to the digital channel. So then it kick off the whole chain reaction. So you switched out to the digital channel. So then the importance of the digital apps come up. Then your digital communication, how you communicate with your customer, not just externally, but also internally, how you communicate with your employee. Like when everyone is staying at home, they're like, oh, you know what? I cannot go home. I cannot go out for work now. I'm worried about the situation outside. Then how you're going to still deliver the service and still make sure and engage your employees to come to work and get motivated. That's also very important. So support for the digital employee and the growth for the digital community. So now you look at the whole thing, you're like, this looks like a really long way to go. Because even before COVID-19, we are also thinking of how to do it. So Salesforce, why we're here? Because we know it's a long way, but it doesn't have to be a super long way, literally. Because with Salesforce, that we have Salesforce Customer 360. What does it mean? Which means is that we already consider, you remember like previously I mentioned about customer success. So we already think of all kinds of situation, product, solution you might need, and we put into an ecosystem called Customer 360. You look at the circle, you'll see starting from sales, service, marketing, even analytics, plus that we already like leverage the platform, which is the mobility, your mobile, security, and the most important part is our artificial intelligence. So in this way, that for all those long way, that's say if you build it by yourself, it probably take months, or probably take a year to actually make it work. But with Salesforce, we wanted to build, we also offer guarantee a trusted, fast, flexible, and smart. Well, for you guys, AKA money coming in, the ROI. So how do we do this? Salesforce, globally, we have over 50,000 employees. So we are actually suffering the same thing like you do. The Customer 360 we mentioned above, like internally, we also use it. So like everyone else, when this pandemic outbreak kicked in, we also think about what is the strategy. We also get scared like out of you, but we go through it. And then we wanted to share this experience with you guys. So we come up with 3 strategies that will definitely help like most of the company out there, that because we experience it, we wanted to share it. So the first step is definitely stabilize. Second step is reopen, then grow your business. So let's look at the first step, stabilize. So imagine, okay, it's not imagine. You guys probably, most of you already experienced it. It's like overnight, it shook all your company structure, your business model. So then how are you going to react with it? You stabilize it first. So how do you stabilize it? We all know like to stabilize a company, communication is actually very important. So internally, Salesforce, we create a crisis of a V2 month. So if you look at the V2 month, that below the transparent leader, there's a create a crisis of V2 month, which means vision and value, major, vision, value, method, obstacle, and measure. So you think of this, say, when we talk about the strategy, we talk about what kind of picture we have, which is the vision, and then what kind of value wanted to bring out of the vision, so which is a value. Then you have your method, how you get your value done. And then you think about all the obstacles you might having, and then how you measure it. Hey, but again, Salesforce, we have 50,000 employees around the world. It's not like our CEO saying that, everyone, let's get this V2 one done. And then out of the sudden, every places, all the office, every employees, small potato like me know how to do it, right? No. So then you need to cascade it down. So we create that V2 month, which you can also see later on. I will show that it's one of the app we're having. Then when you create your own V2 month, the vision probably the same, but the value probably also the same. But in terms of the method, it's different. For example, our CEO saying that, our vision is like this, value is like this. But when it comes to the method, when it comes to the APAC director, which is my boss, then the method probably will be different, right? But when it comes to the GCR Greater China, also the method will be different. So along the way that this transparent, like this template, I would say this module can actually help you cascade it down and still like deliver your messaging clear. So in this way, you empower your employees, which is to say your employee no longer, for example, small potato like me, no longer feel like a lockdown at home during quarantine. It's quite scary. No, because I actually know, follow the V2 model, I will be clear about as an individual, what is my method, what is my obstacle, what is my measure. So then you empower your employee. And when your employees stabilize, they feel secure. When they deliver their product or services, they will definitely bring this confidence to the customer. Then you engage the customer. So if we do it that internally from us, then we spread this confidence outside, we actually helping a world be a better place. But how, so we back to Salesforce, how we help with people, company with this. So I wanted to introduce a Salesforce Care. Like during this pandemic, we come up with say the Salesforce Care's product that help people to stabilize it. The sound is mute. Your computer. Can you turn on the subtitle? So for the Salesforce Care, basically that we wanted to leverage our innovation, like leverage our customer 360, provide like a small version and urgent and like emergency, imagine it's like an emergency pack that will help that all the companies to adopt it. Like I say, previously I mentioned like it's a long way to digitalize that all the transformation. But what if we already provide you the platform for you can quickly adapt and then execute it for your business. So this is the essence of the Salesforce Care. This is not just for internally for your employee to have the quick collaboration between different teams, but also at the same time, we deliver a better service to a customer. So we are now figuring out the voice.
And allow me to interrupt. If you have any questions that you like to raise to Christine during and after the presentation, you can all use the chat function on the Zoom, and we can share with the other audience after the presentation.
If it doesn't work, that you can still play the video and I can talk about it. Okay, can you enlarge the screen? So this is a Salesforce Care. So we free for 90 days up. Wait. So we're going to help customer to connect it during this time. And how do we actually get it done? So if you go to our Salesforce Care, then you have all those announcements, and we're here to help you that with, okay, it's not working. Okay, so then this is what we offer, that from the front end side, we have our service together. So then that on your website, you can actually get a very quick like live agent to talk to your customer, and then it will link it back to your back end with your sales service agent. Keep doing it. Yeah. So then in this way, you can immediately like communicate with your customer in a very fast pace. So I mentioned before that it's a digital communication, which we're easily to apply. And in the back end that you have your service console, which that's if during this time you have so many requests coming up, then you can also use this console to talk with them. And then the artificial intelligence can also pop up with the appropriate knowledge for you to quickly share with your customer. So then we cover the service part for the search of the service requests. And also at the front end that we can help you to build up the community, which can easily for your customer to do the self-service without bother your service agent too much. And internally, we have the employee updates, which you can collaborate it not just on your laptop, but also with your mobile to make a fast mobility and transparent communication between different teams. And of course, is that if internally you have different questions search up, you can also ask each other. And with our free library, which is called Trailblazers, you can actually design a different process for your internally for your employee to learn about how to deal with the situation. Basically, like you make it like a game for people to interact with all the knowledge together. And of course, at Salesforce, we have the biggest app exchange, which will have different template and also different add-on for you guys to explore around. If the standard sales care template if the standard sales care doesn't fit for your needs, you also can go to the biggest app exchange we have to explore around what kind of the add-on or business module you can apply the best for your business model. Thanks. And if you wanted to have like a more vivid video, feel free to go to the YouTube. And also like for this one that you can learn it on Salesforce Care. And this is a free solution up to 90 days for you guys to explore around that what kind of service we provided, not just for the sales service, but also in the front end for the customer community. And also we provide that all those AI analytics for you to have more instant insights and reports. So who's using it? So as you can see that one of our biggest client is actually Volkswagen. So we know that Volkswagen is a very huge organization. So for them, same thing happened. When the COVID-19 outbreak kicking, they also got panic about what to do. But for them, thanks to Salesforce, that we provide them the internal communication, which is our Salesforce cooperation, and then we help them to build up the whole internal communication within 2 weeks. So think about like even before the COVID-19, when you build up the internal communication project, when it kicked in, it probably take months to go. But for us, it's only 2 weeks. And we managed to reach out to 9,000 employees around the world globally. So then they can stabilize their organization, at least have the transparent communication between different teams and employees while they're still trying to seek out for different solutions, for example, for their production line. And another cool case I would like to bring up is the food street. So this is not about the fruit, it's not about the street. Food Street is actually the telemedicine platform. So imagine that if you have any symptom, you probably will go to this website or even seek out for the consultancy about what exactly happened, what is the symptom, what kind of prescription you need to get. So you could actually imagine like during the pandemic, that's 6 months ago, if you have a mild cough, you probably will be like, oh, I would just rest at home. Stay for 3 days, see that whether you go away. But nowadays, you probably worry about, like, hey, is it one of the symptoms for COVID-19? So then you call Food Street. So you can imagine that there's a surge amount of the service requests for Food Street. But Food Street use Salesforce service, which is I showed you before, with the front end have the live chat. Back end, we can have different service console with service agent like actually help them. So then we onboard like 200 participating physicians, which help them to deal with a huge amount of the requests and while they stabilize the company. So this is the first step, stabilization. Well, everyone has no idea. Well, everyone has no idea what to see, but they still wanted to stabilize the business while during this lockdown or quarantine. For the stage 2, which is phase 2, well, Hong Kong's doing, Singapore is doing, reopen your workplace. So that's it before, when everything forced to move online. Salesforce, there, we help you that with service tool, with sales platform, we stabilize your company. But phase 2, when it reopen, it's not like everything going to be normal again, like what you have been through like years ago or like 6 months ago. It's all going to be the same. With the reopen, while the COVID-19 still out there, there's no like proof vaccine, there's no proof solution for this virus. When we reopen it, we definitely wanted to take care of the security and the safety issue to ensure that our employees can go back to the work safely, and also for our customer to come to have the really great shopping experience, but also at the same time to take care of the safety issue. So how do we do the reopen? So again, it's transparent leaders, it's empower employee, it's customer. So with Salesforce, this time we actually offer another product called work.com. Later on, I can show you on. That with this safety issue, reopen your workplace is all about how you're going to make sure everyone's safe. So it's like, imagine during the battle time that you have your command center, which that this commander knows that exactly, okay, which area that there's a fire, there's an attack, and which area I should take care of the most. What about my backup suppliers? So the same thing happened. When you reopen it, you wanted to make sure that, okay, all the employees who go to the workplace, they are safe. At least that they are not, at least they are healthy, not like they're sick. So then we have the work.com. Later on, I'm going to show that, which can make sure that you will have all the data internally from all your employees, even in different sites. For example, like for Salesforce nowadays, later on, I'm going back to my office. So this morning or before I enter, I actually have to submit a survey about, whether do I have any symptoms so far, who do I get in touch with, etc. What is my working shift look like? How are you going to do your shift management, which is also very important. So then you empower your employees. Then again, you engage with a customer. So this is what we offer called work.com, which is amazing. I mean, think of like when all the company already trying to stabilize their company, Salesforce, we not just stabilize ourselves, we also come up with the new product, which is called work.com, to help that all other business to manage the way to reopen it. For example, when you see that we have the workplace command center, and we have Tableau, which also like offer the latest news about the public data of all the cases around the world, all the situation and the news. So then you have the latest news about what is the external factor, what is the latest news about the virus. And then internally, you have an employee wellness check, and also your shift management and planning. It's not like nowadays, if you have 30 people at the office, everyone can go back. You have to apply the social distancing, no? But if the social distancing got applied, it's probably only half of them can go to the office. So how does the shift look like? How are you going to manage that? Who comes in when and what time? That we help you with the shift management as well. And also like we have the contact tracing, and not to mention my Trail Hat, which is like a free library for you. And also you can actually give it to your employee to play around to know that, okay, what kind of knowledge I should learn about. For example, if I do quarantine at home, or if I work in an office, what kind of what kind of things I should apply, and all the information I should know. So you can actually all get it done here. So this is work.com to help you with the reopen phase. So for our customer, for example, for this Spalding, which is the middle, that it's actually a outdoor activity retailer. They have their actual store. But with Salesforce, that we offer them with a Commerce Cloud, which means to say they know that under this pandemic, not everyone can actually go work in the store, which means we don't have enough that salesperson on site, right? Well, also customers are not really that many. So then digitally that we move stuff to the commerce place. So then we help them to actually increase their YOY online with 400% increase in their e-commerce revenue, and also like 302% increase in their online transaction. So as you can see, for Spotling, that they are not just addressing this pandemic issue, they actually growing their business. So with Salesforce, we wanted to not just help the company stabilize, we also think ahead of the game to help you think in the long term how we're going to deal with the new normal. So then we come to the final part of grow your business. So with grow your business, again, transparent leader, empower employee, engage customer. When you experience that, the whole stabilization stage, and also like your reopening stage, now you think of what if this is a new normal? How am I going to grow my business ever since this? So that's it. Now it's COVID-19. You never know. That maybe after 2, 3, 5 years, there will be another, like say, public crisis coming up. Then how are you going to deal with it? No worry. Like after this experience, you probably already know that when a crisis coming, how you're going to react to all those crises. So then that you can grow your business even at the darkest time. So that's why we say that to engage customer in new digital normal, customer 360, because previously, as you can see, even during the darkest time, we managed to stabilize, open, and now with Salesforce, we wanted to grow it together, even under the most difficult circumstances. So as you can see, we offer sales, service, we have the whole ecosystem, think about all the different points of your business, and not to mention I leverage our AI, security, and mobility to help you can do your business anytime, anywhere, under any circumstances. Make it trusted, smart, flexible, and fast. So this is a 3-stage for your roadmap. So what kind of this business program that we offer here is Salesforce that we have Essentials, which is a very, that's a very simple pack, but already that have all the essential tools you need. For example, like you have your service, you have your you have your case management, you have your mobile, and you have your Einstein, which is our AI activity capture. So that in this way, you can start instantly, because we wanted to, so Salesforce Essential is a very easy that you can basically just out of box and use it. So you can start it instantly with a simple setup. You sell smartly with your support, especially when you have your case management, and you can scale as you grow. So that's it. This is a very initial, a very simple start for Salesforce Essential. But that's it. If you get used to it and you feel like, hey, this is actually helping, then we can move forward. When we at the grow business stage, you can move forward to more elaborated, or let's say more sophisticated solution. And also, when you look at this one, it's probably you 6 months ago, if you are a service agent, like at your office, pick up different call. Hey, but now you can't go to your call center, right? You can't go to the office and pick up your call with your actual phone. How are you going to address all those issues, especially when the hotline is calling in? So we cooperate with Amazon. With Amazon, we have the Service Cloud Voice, which is Amazon Connect. So Amazon Connect basically provide that, in short, all your service agent doesn't have to go on site to pick up actual phone. They can actually stay at home, open their browser, and then have all those calls dialing in, because we have Amazon Connect. So as a service agent, you don't have to go to a call center anymore. You can actually pick up all those calls at your place. And at the same time, when you see the service console, you can search it internally, that with all the knowledge you want, still solving the questions, still solving the problems for your customer. But this time, you don't have to go on site, thanks to the Amazon Connect. And this is a digital engagement plus with the sales cloud, so we service clouds we provide. You have choice with the voice instead of you have to stick with your old desktop phone. And this is also another solution that we provide. It's a contact center. So when everyone is work from home, as a company, you probably wanted to know, hey, if we have the shift, or if we have people who's working, I wanted to know that how can we cooperate with each other, and how can we bring the power of AI to your working center? So with Salesforce, that you have that not just with the dashboard about what is going on in the business instantly, with a report as well, and we also have the AI to give you a best solution about what to do. For example, like based on your old data, AI probably can come up with the best practice about, hey, I think with this account, you should follow up with this activity or that task. So this would definitely help you to boost your productivity and also like scale your business. And also another is our personalized marketing. So that's when I'm stabilizing my business, I try to maintain what I have now, right? But when I grow my business, also I wanted to reach more people as possible. So with Salesforce, we also think about that. We have a marketing cloud. And actually like tomorrow, like we Salesforce with our partner Deloitte, we have a marketing cloud events in Hong Kong. So if you're interested in it, we can share that all those invites with you guys if you guys would like to join. So we're talking about personalized digital communication. Because previously we think of, okay, if you come to my store, I can try to decorate my store as pretty as possible to make it like engage with you. And not to mention we have our amazing salespeople on site at store, like help you or guide you through all the shopping experience. But now, no, it's only the website. But we wanted to help that all our clients to also have this like personalization, digital communication with their customer, even it's online. So we have our personalized marketing, which means to say we can actually offer a very personalized, that's a journey for your customer. Your customer can actually experience it, not just feel like, oh, I got those email, looks like a spam email. When I go to the website, everything's on there. It looks like everything's there and nothing actually targeting me. But with Salesforce, we have a marketing cloud, we are journey builder, which that starting from the beginning, how you engage with a customer, we already can make the content very dynamic, personalized. When you go to your when they go to your website, also depends on their profile or it depends on the customer's preference. They can show you a very personalized content. In this way, you engage your customer even it's online, even there's no actual person helping you. And so in this way, you can optimize your budget spends. Because previously you probably like do all the digital marketing, like do all those ads and spend lots of money online, but you're not targeting them. But if we actually make it accurate and targeting them, like then we can actually save that all those extra budget or like waste all those money because you already know that through this and that channel, customer do this and that channel. For example, this customer only open email or they only do Instagram. Then what's the point of me like targeting them on Facebook, etc.? So you can optimize your budget spends. So in this way that during the COVID-19, I know that probably people are concerned about their cash flow. So we think about lift our productivity, reach more client, but at the same time, we wanted to optimize our budget. So with Salesforce Can. And last but not least is our business program for wellness checking. As I mentioned, even me, like when I go to the office, I still have to submit the wellness survey. And we also help you with that one. So you secure your individual health data, which that every day the command center will know that, okay, employee A, B, C, who is healthy, who's going to the work today, who has situation going on. Then you will have the full picture of all your employee and make sure everyone go to the office safely and healthy. So this is how Salesforce can help, that we have Salesforce virtual events, webinar, and also all those material or resources online. And not to mention that you can take a look at the Salesforce Care to see that whether the solution fits you. So thank you guys for spending time with me and have this session together. Feel free to raise any question.
Thank you, Christine, for your sharing. We have a very interesting roadmap that stabilize your company, reopen your workspace, and then grow your business. In Hong Kong specifically, I think we are beyond stabilize your company. We are hopefully most companies have already reopened, and many companies probably are focused more on how to grow your business, how they grow their business. I understand from the previous slide that you have a marketing tools that help companies expand their sales and marketing. I'm just curious, you help them build their website or manage their database, and how exactly you, especially for SME who probably don't have a digital platform or they just have a rudimentary Excel CRM. So how would they utilize your service? How you can help them reach using your customer 360 services? How exactly that will happen? What the process can you visualize for potential clients how they can use your service?
This is a very good question. Personally, I'm actually a solution engineer for SMB, so which is small medium business. So most of my clients experience one thing is, yes, like what the moderator talked about. It's hey, I'm now using an Excel sheet, still managing all my supply chain, my customer relationship. I'm using an email to send out all those campaigns, but then I don't have the consolidated view of all those data. That when I'm going to do the Excel sheet, I have to pull out different data from different channels. So then it will look like whenever you open your laptop, you have so many different tabs on it, not to mention all those sticky notes. And also you have to keep your notebook with you to follow up what campaign, follow up what clients. But with Salesforce, especially our Sales Cloud, that in Sales Cloud, you can have all the consolidated view of your customer. You will know that what kind of events, what kind of tags to follow up with, and also that you will have instant report and dashboard with all those insights. So that's previously, if you have one of your campaigns and you wanted to analyze it, you probably collect it from different channel, do the analysis on your Excel sheet, which is already taking what, 1 month, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. And when you finally get the insight, wanted to engage and actually add on it, which is another 2 weeks. But with Salesforce, you have instant feedback, instant dashboard, instant report, which means is that you can act it as quick as possible. I think all the business owners know time is money. When you act fast, there's a higher chance for you to get better opportunity and to get the deals done. So this is what we can help that, starting from the small one, which is customer relationship management. You not just manage your customer relationship, you also manage internally about what you're doing, increase your working productivity fast, and then you think of, okay, my work productivity is increased, I can actually act faster. Then I think about how to reach out to the clients. Then it's probably the phase 2 that we think about how to do the marketing, that we have B2B marketing, we have B2C marketing, really depends on your situation. So with Salesforce, especially with the help of the AI, like Einstein, which is in our AI, we can actually come up with, different score for your leads or your opportunity, for you to prioritize your work and for you to prioritize who to reach out first. And with all those, with some personalized marketing I mentioned above, it's you can actually make it very personalized, which means is that you have great contact. Cool. But you have so many different channels. Again, you have to split it out in different channels, gather the data, again, that all those mess. But with Salesforce and marketing, we not just help you to make it one channel, split the, that's a unified message, but also that with Salesforce, you can get the automation ability to actually automate the whole journey. So previously, if I wanted to have the marketing events, I probably had to follow up. I send out this email. After 2 weeks, let's say for this webinar, after 2 weeks, I probably have to send a notification saying that, oh, do remember to come to the webinar. And then I have to check with who's not signing up the form. Then I probably have to do the follow-up with the phone with them. With Salesforce, no need. It just tell me at what point, on what day you wanted to send out what. That's an automation. That's the beauty of the automation. So with this case, if you wanted to invite people to come, you can simply come up with a whole roadmap, like what you are doing the mass. For example, you go to this point, if they already received the form, and I wanted to send them the reminder. So then after 2 days, the system will automatically send out. But if they haven't received the form, system will automatically send out another type of email for you to do the follow-up. So this is the beauty of what automation and what Salesforce can provide. Of course, if you wanted to know more about what we can provide, I mean, there are thousands of different business models. Business are all different. We very welcome you to come to talk to us. We can have the quick chat or discussion about what we can help you.
Okay, thank you, Christine, and thank you everyone for joining this webinar. We look forward to welcome you all in our future Invest Hong Kong event. Thank you very much.
Thank you.